Hi all. Hi everyone. Welcome to welcome back to Data Mahadev YouTube channel, and we'll be discussing the data science role. How to prepare yourself for data science role. How to prepare yourself for data science role. And if you've been selected in one of the companies, all right, and how you will prepare yourself, what all challenges you will face, and of course the current question is basically how to basically uh, start with AI ML interview process. All right, interview process. So this is what it is. So this is what we'll be discussing. Hi Rajan, hi Raja Singh, how are you? So this is what we'll be discussing. All right, and let's wait for a few more minutes. Let a few more people join in. All right, so this is what it is. All right, so this is what we'll be discussing. Let me open few more people. Open a few more people. All right, so I'm having a bad throat. So how do we prepare? So I have basically gotten a few Q&As basically on my mail, on my LinkedIn, basically people asking that how do we prepare ourselves for data science? How do we if we have a, let's say 4 year or 5 years of gap in our education, will we be eligible for a data science role? So this is what people have been asking. People have been asking for notes as well. So I would like to say that yes, notes will be made available, but if you are learning, the better thing will be to watch the videos and create the notes simultaneously. Ultimately, when you create notes from your hand, it will be more and more beneficial. You remember it by heart, you will memorize it by heart. So going the old school is more important in order to master. If you want to master a particular skill, going old school is much more the need of the hour. All right, so this is what it is. Just a second. All right, and yeah, so this is what it is. So those who have prepared themselves, well for machine learning, for artificial intelligence, for deep learning, etc., etc., and they are ready to give an interview, great job. So you should start applying for companies. Basically, of course, you will start applying for jobs, and the best portals that for applying on jobs, I'll list it out. Best portals basically is of course naukri.com, and making connections on LinkedIn. Excuse me, making connections on LinkedIn is a must. If you have connections on LinkedIn, stay in touch with them. Make connections on LinkedIn, and do what? Basically reach out to them. Excuse me, I'm having a bad throat. Reach out to them, tell them to for a referral. And if you have basically completed the skill that time, those who have completed the skill, tell them to refer you in one of your companies. Believe me, they will do that. I also get a lot of not a lot of quite a couple of people requesting for requesting for a referral. I do refer them, and then it's up to the organization whether they basically select their CV according to their job needs. So this is what it is, according to the job needs basically. So if your CV is rejected, no worries, you don't fit the criteria. All right, they might be looking for an experienced person, all right, like that. So naukri.com, making connections on LinkedIn, and posting on LinkedIn that you're looking for work, all right, will make you every once in a while, every once once in a month, if you get a job, then good. Keep on posting regularly. If you don't get a job, no worries, post your work on LinkedIn, whatever. Let's say you have got a data set on Kaggle or any other source, all right, you have worked your way out. What are your findings? What are your analysis of that data? What all algorithms you used? Excuse me, I'm really sorry. What all algorithms have you used? So this is what it is. Hi Rajan, I'm good. What about you? Thanks for asking. So this is what it is. So make connections. Naukri.com paid account will be more better. All right, make connections. Post on LinkedIn. Post your work on LinkedIn. Post your work on LinkedIn. All right, make connections on LinkedIn. Post your work on LinkedIn. All right, and you should be more visible in the data science communities. Be be visible in the data science communities. All right, communities, be visible in the data science community. Now what all data science communities I'm talking about? The first and foremost that comes in all of our mind is Kaggle. All right, Kaggle. Upload your work on GitHub. Upload your work on GitHub. All right, let me take you through Kaggle. All right, Kaggle.com. So let's say you're on Kaggle.com, participate in competitions. All right, participate in competitions. Now Kaggle has a lot of advanced and heavy data sets that require heavy work. All right, that require basically heavy coding stuff, heavy pre-processing. By saying heavy work, I mean heavy pre-processing of images, pre-processing of text, that basically should require at least a team of 3 or 4 people. No worries, you can do what you can. Basically, I'll tell you a very basic competition. So there is this basic competition that happens every month on Kaggle. All right, every month on Kaggle, which is this tabular playground series. This is a very basic competition. Any person on an individual level can participate. Anyone can participate in this competition. All right, and you can do what you can basically apply your basic ML skills on these data sets. They are data sets for beginners. So this will do what? This will give you confidence, and you will be able to do what? You will be able to showcase your work. All right, so this is what it is. All right, so these data are not very basic data. These are basic data sets. Basically, as Kaggle mentions it, these are approachable data sets. All right, so you can showcase your work and add them as add-ons in your projects on CV. All right, you can build up your Kaggle profile and I'm sorry, include that Kaggle profiles link on your resume. You can also do that. And whatever work you do on Kaggle, let's go to code. Let's say this is the work that you've done on Kaggle. You always have the option of what? You always have the option of downloading this notebook. All right, you always have the option of downloading this particular notebook. All right, let me show this person's code. Let's say an XYZ person, Andrew Shaselis. Let's go to any code. Let's say you've done this work, post ensembling, and the notebook is hidden, I believe. All right, no worries. You've done this work. You can download this data set or download this code, and you can do what? Just go to GitHub. Go to GitHub, and you can do what? You can upload it. Create a repository. All right, create a repository, and in that repository you can do what? You can basically upload codes. All right, go to add file, upload files, and just like this, displaying an Indian flag in Python, you can upload files and you can showcase it. So in the current scenario, visibility on the online platforms is more needed. Visibility on the online platforms is needed if you want to basically do what? If you want to proceed further. All right, so this is what it is. Visibility on online platforms is much needed. All right, any other questions anyone has? All right, if you have any doubts, any questions, you can do what, you can basically share it on share it on the chat. All right, so this is what it is. So this is where you can share it on chat, and we can, we can discuss that. All right, you can share it on chat and we can discuss. All right, now comes the second question as to basically, so to create good visibility, you need to do what? You need to basically to create good visibility, I'll repeat once again, you need to do what? You need to be available more online, and especially on communities like Kaggle and GitHub. There's another very good community, Analytics Vidya, which posts which carries a lot of competition, just like Kaggle. Not as big as Kaggle, but yes, it is very big, that it basically has unique data sets. It has unique data sets, and it has certain competitions also going around in the vicinity. Every month, Analytics Vidya also announces a Jobathon. Jobathon Analytics Vidya. If you Google Jobathon Analytics Vidya, so every month they basically hold this competition, Jobathon, wherein it is a hackathon, and the top 10 or top 20 winners of this hackathon basically are invited to certain job roles related to data related job roles in different companies. All right, big companies, big tech companies. All right, so this is what it is. So you can also do what? You can also basically all right, you can also participate in this Jobathon every month. All right, Jobathon, participate in Jobathon, and participate in what? Participate in this tabular playground series. All right, participate in this tabular playground series every month. It will hardly take any much of your time. All right, so participate in it every month, and you will get what? You will get to learn. You will get to learn, as well as you will get to. All right, so this is what it is. So what if we haven't done this yet? Is it the best time to start, or without this can we still get a job? All right, Pavan Kalyan, good question. So if you haven't done this, then you need to do what? You need to simply do what? You need to start with Python basics. All right, start with Python basics. On our YouTube channel currently, we are doing what? We have started with Python basics, and now we are into Python for data science. You can start with Python basics. I'll suggest you to do what? I'll suggest you to basically first install Anaconda. All right, we have a Windows tutorial, how do we install Anaconda. All right, and start with the Python basics tutorial. All right, Python basics tutorial. इस वीडियो से you can start with Python basics tutorial, and there are multiple videos. There are almost how many? 31 videos. Excuse me. All right, so there are 31 videos around. You can view these videos. Take a pen and paper in hand and work your way throughout. All right, you need to have these skills in order to get the coveted data science or data analyst role. All right, so this is what it is. All right, so this is how you start your way out through Python. All right, so this is what it is. To be a data, what are the skills needed, sir? So to be a data scientist, the skills are needed: Python. All right, firstly basics of Python, followed by statistics, understanding packages in Python. All right, what kind of packages? Basically NumPy and Pandas. Currently we are having NumPy. All right, currently we are basically in Python for data science, we are basically posting tutorials of NumPy currently. All right, so this is what it is. All right, we are hosting tutorials of I'm extremely sorry. All right, tutorials of NumPy currently. All right, so this is what it is. So you can learn NumPy, you can learn list, and you need to have a basic knowledge, not a basic to advanced knowledge of stats, because machine learning is what? Machine learning is entirely statistics. All right, so this is what it is. So to be a data science. Basically, I'm from the game developer. I was thinking about a job change in data science. Great. So you're already in the development field. So basically, it will be just a switching from one skill to another. It will be just like switching from one skill to another. All right. So this is what it is. All right. Switching from one skill to another. Now there was a question asked by someone in my previous video. That is, sir, मैं 2017. These are very common questions. These are very common questions. ऑलराइट. सो मैं 2017 में पास आउट हुआ था. अब 2023 में आईटी सेक्टर में जॉब मिल सकती है क्या? बिल्कुल मिल सकती है. बिल्कुल मिल सकती है. बिकॉज करेंटली वॉट इज़ हैपनिंग इज दैट दे आर नॉट लुकिंग फॉर वॉट दे आर नॉट लुकिंग फॉर what degree you have. All right, they are not looking for that. They are looking for what? They are looking for your skill set. What skill set you possess. If you have the specific skill set, they will pull you in, no matter which college you are pass out from. Yes, if you are an IIT pass out, you will get a very high package as compared to if you're normal BT engineering graduate now from a tier 3 college. They will give you 3-4 times less than what they give to the IIT, but doesn't matter. As long as you're learning, it doesn't matter. All right, if you're learning, ultimately you will see a raise. But the process is important. Learning is more important. All right, otherwise if you're not learning, then even a successful person is a failure, no matter how much you earn. All right, so this is what it is. Learning is more important. So learn, and so all right. So this is what it is. So upskill yourself in what? Upskill yourself, especially Python, the preferred programming language. Machine learning. Machine learning mein you have certain algorithms. Excuse me. Linear regression. All right. You have k nearest neighbors. All right, you have logistic regression. You have I'm extremely sorry, naive Bayes. You have support vector machines. These are the basic machine learning algorithms. And then you have your let us continue from here onwards. You have your decision trees. These are all algorithms of machine learning. Decision trees. All right, you have ensemble techniques. All right, so this is what it is. Please keep asking questions. So let's keep it more of a Q&A type. All right, keep asking questions, and this is more of a Q&A session. All right, not a concept based session that we basically generally do. All right, so this is a Q&A session. Let's keep it more of a Q&A type. All right, so keep asking questions. We will definitely answer all of your questions and queries related to data science. Any questions, anyone? So this is what it is. So these algorithms that I have mentioned, they all come under what? They all come under supervised learning. They all come under what? They all come under supervised learning. All right. Machine learning is of two types: supervised learning, unsupervised learning. There's also a third type, reinforcement learning. Now, reinforcement learning is an advanced topic. We have job roles related to reinforcement learning, but they are less in number. It is currently in the development stage, R&D, research and development stage. Right. So this is what it is. Excuse me. So then we have what? Then we have unsupervised learning. Any questions, anyone? Unsupervised learning. In unsupervised learning, we have what? We have in unsupervised learning, we have K means clustering, principal component analysis, all right. So these are the two most used algorithms that are in practice in unsupervised learning. All right. So these algorithms, if you learn all these algorithms, you will be well prepared for machine learning, and of course practice also. Remember, if you are going for an interview, these algorithms should be on the tip, on your fingertips. All right. So this is what it is. All right. So this is what it is. Just a second, let me. All right. If it is not visible, so this is what it is. All right. So these are the algorithms that you need to basically learn. All right. Start from linear regression, k-nearest neighbor, but you should start with the basics of Python first. They are all used in Python. They are used in R programming as well. All right. So this is what it is. All right. Difference between Python 2 and Python 3. So there is not much difference. If you go from a basic level, there's hardly any difference. Yes, Python 2 and Python 3 is the more advanced version. So you need to upgrade to Python 3. All right. Why? Because currently all the industries are using Python 3. So there ain't any difference. Well, there is difference, but Python 3 is more flexible, more faster. It has more number of packages, more number of frameworks now. So this is what it is. Now Python, now if you talk about Python 2, there are certain frameworks like Google's TensorFlow, Meta's PyTorch. All right. And now PyTorch has been transferred to Linux community. Now Meta has transferred it to Linux. All right. So this is what it is. All right. So that is the difference. These are heavy frameworks that are used in AI deep learning. They are not used in Python 2. Python 3 has a specific set of frameworks. So if we talk about the current IDEs for Python, integrated development environment, IDEs are what? Tools of Python. All right. But basically tools to code Python. So that is what it is. They use Python 3.8. All right. One more question. Hi sir, can you please guide as to how to prepare for data science interview? Very good question. So that is what I'm coming up for. Prepare for a data science interview. Very good question. So our next topic is this only. Prepare. So as I said, if you have prepared, apply on Naukri.com, make connections on LinkedIn, post your work on LinkedIn, be visible in the data science communities, Kaggle. I just showed you Kaggle. All right. Upload your work on GitHub. All right. So this is what it is. I'm really extremely sorry. Upload your work on GitHub. All right. Next part is what? If you manage to grab an interview. If you manage to grab an interview, then how do you prepare for it? All right. So firstly, when you basically start with when the interview starts, he will ask you to introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. So your introduction should be what? Your introduction should be in terms of what? Your introduction should be in terms of your projects, professional projects that you have done in data science. All right. It should be all related to data science, not about how you learned, basically not how you learned, what you implemented, whatever your learnings were, what you implemented in the project. All right. What project you did. All right. So when you introduce yourself, of course, you should say your name. All right. Which organization you're working, or be very brief about it. Be very brief about your past experience. If you don't have any previous data science or AI/ML experience, all right. If you're just a fresher in AI/ML data science, so do what? Do basically be brief about your previous work in the organization. Start with if you don't want to start with your previous work experience, just start with what? Start with your data science project. It should be a good project, big project. All right. You can download a data set from Kaggle. All right. In the introduction itself, introduce what you did in the project. All right. What you did in the project. All right. What you did in the project. All right. But before telling what you did in the project, there are two major points that you need to cover. All right. So basically, which project, what was the name of the project, name of the project, or All right, so you can let's say for example, Bundesliga data shootout. The name of the project was Bundesliga data shootout. All right, and followed by what? Followed by the objective of the project. Objective of the project. What objective of problem statement of the project? So what problem it was on, and how did you help it solve with your analytics, with your machine learning, deep learning. All right, so this is what machine learning and deep learning interviews. All right, so this is what it is. All right, machine learning and deep learning concepts, how did you help to solve it? Objective of the project, problem statement. All right, then followed by a source of the project, source of the project, source of the data. All right, from where did you get the data? Always mention Kaggle, it creates a good impression. Source of the name of the project, the Bundesliga data shootout was the name of the project. All right, objective of the project. All right, followed by source of the data and what you did, what all analysis you applied in the project. The performance metrics in the project. Performance metrics. If you applied classification, mention classification, performance metric, accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score. You applied regression, always mention the performance metric, R2 score, adjusted R2 score. All right, so this is what it is. All right, this is how you start, and then from there onward, interviewer will proceed as to what you did in the project. He will basically extract out information from you by asking different questions that you might have missed out. All right, so this is what it is. All right, so difference between business analytics or data analysis and data, yeah, that I'll tell you. But let me answer Chandrabhushan's. So Amrita, I think this answers your question. All right, so this is what I had to tell you all. Chandrabhushan has asked a question. Basically, I have banking experience in operations for 6 years. I would like to switch my career path to data science role, but how? All right, so if you want to switch, start learning Python. Start learning Python from scratch. All right, follow our YouTube channel. All right, follow our YouTube channel and start learning Python from scratch. Where do you start from? Once again, I'll tell you. Firstly, install Anaconda, and then you will do what? Then start from this Python basics tutorial. Introduction to Python, lists in Python, and just follow it in this order only, the order that in which they have been uploaded. All right, follow that in order and reach till here. There are around 30 plus videos that have been uploaded. So learn that, and if you all are interested in basically joining this class, you all can do what? You all can basically just a second. Let me write it down in chat. You all can basically connect with me on LinkedIn. All right, you all can do what? You all can connect with me on LinkedIn. My LinkedIn ID is mentioned over here. And you can view my email address. Just go to about. All right, connect with me on LinkedIn. All right, we can I also organize classes on weekends, 2-hour classes on weekends, and where I teach personally Python, AI/ML, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, Tableau, MS Excel, SQL, etc. All right, so this is what it is. All right, so this is what it is. So how you basically, so first, as I said, start upskilling yourself in, all right, the programming language, which Python. All right, start basically upskilling yourself. Start from this video, install an IDE Python software where you will code and start learning, and we'll keep having these live sessions, and we'll keep uploading videos also where we will be doing what? We will be discussing tutorials related to Python. All right, keep upskilling, and if you want separate class, you can connect with me through LinkedIn or YouTube channel. All right, so this is what it is. You can basically message me. I'll create all right, and I'll create a dedicated Google Forms also. All right, so this is what it is, where you can firstly you can connect with me on LinkedIn. All right, I'll send you a Google form, and we can do what, once we have certain a batch of 10 to 15 people, and if you can bring a few more people in the batch, we can do what, we can give you, if you bring 4 more people, we can give you 100% discount. If you bring 4 more people in our batch, we can give you what, we can give you 100% discount. All right, so this is what it is. Anyways, so how you will get upskill yourself in Python, and after Python, go toward a Python for data science, watch all these videos, and if you have a अगर बहुत जल्दी है डेटा साइंटिस्ट बनने की, स्विच करने की, तो क्या करिए, स्टार्ट कर दीजिए एल्गोरिदम्स लर्न करना, एल्गोरिदम्स के कंसेप्ट समझना, कौन से लीनियर रिग्रेशन जो मैंने मेंशन किए, इन दिस ऑर्डर ओनली. यू कैन टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट, इन दिस ऑर्डर ओनली. लीनियर रिग्रेशन, के नियरेस्ट नेबर, लॉजिस्टिक रिग्रेशन, नेव बेस, सपोर्ट वेक्टर मशीन, डिसीजन ट्रीज, ensemble techniques, k-means clustering, principal component analysis. All right, this will complete your entire machine learning. And if you are looking to upskill yourself in deep learning also, you can do what, you can simply learn artificial neural networks. Start with artificial neural networks, है ना, networks, hyperparameter optimization of neural networks. All right, learn convolutional neural networks, CNN as we refer. Artificial neural networks को हम लोग ANN बोलते हैं, और convolution neural networks we refer to it as what. All right, then you can learn recurrent neural networks. Please post in questions so I can answer other questions in level of detail. Long, short term memory. So these are what, these are your deep learning algorithms. Once you do this, you are this will widen the horizon of your skill set ultimately. All right, so I think, Chandrabhushan, I have answered your question. You follow this path and be regular. All you have to do is just give 8 to 10 minutes, no sorry, not 8 to 10 minutes, sorry, at least 30 to 40 minutes on a daily basis. Excuse me, 30 to 40 minutes on a daily basis, and you will be able to do well. You will be able to upskill. All right, so this is what it is. All right, a very good question asked by Raja Singha. Difference between business analytics, data analysis, and data science. All right, business analytics. All right, analytics versus, this is a very good question. All right, business analytics. All right, so let us discuss business analytics. So basically, business analyst is what? Business analyst is one that basically adheres to the scope of the business, objective of the business. All right, what is the basically bandwidth of the people who are working for a project. All right, that is what the analysis. By saying bandwidth, basically the employees are seen as what? The employees are seen as resources. All right, just a second, let me all right, the employees are what? The employees are seen as resources. All right, so resources, so these resources, how much work they have done and how much work is left of them, or they are completely free now, so where to deploy them. This is one of the aspects of the business analytics. What is the scope of business? What is the current progress of that project? What is the current, how that project will help, how that project will help further, forecast of that. That is what a major part of business analytics. You don't need a very major tool like Python or machine learning or deep learning to basically do your job as a business analytics. MS Excel is good enough. If you want, you can use SQL also. All right, so this is what it is. Now data analytics, this is what a business analytics is. Now data analytics, you need tools like SQL, Excel, Tableau. All right, to do analysis of the data. What insights you create from the data, from the given data. what variable insights you create that are helpful for the management to take decisions, for the leaders to take decisions, what decisions can be taken from that data. All right, so that is what data analytics is all about. All right, now yesterday in India versus Bangladesh's match, India lost the match. Why India lost the match? Because Bangladesh has a very good track record in their home ground. They have won for the past 2 or 3 years. They have won more than 70% matches on their home ground. They are above. They are the top ranked team when it comes to winning matches in terms of winning percentage on home ground. So it was no surprise that they defeated India on their home ground, and India also managed to give a tough fight in both the matches. They had 9 wickets down, they had 5 wickets down, like that. All right, so this is what analysis is all about. In the current FIFA World Cup, the manager, so sports is being watched a lot by very much people. All right, so it is quite common. All right, so this is what it is. Sports is quite common, so people connect more with that. So in FIFA World Cup, what happened is a 37-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo and a 21-year-old striker. All right, he was replaced by a 21-year-old striker. Now let us see the score line of that match, Portugal versus Switzerland, where Cristiano Ronaldo was replaced by Goncalo Ramos. All right, a 21-year-old striker. Why he was replaced by Goncalo Ramos? Of course, he showed a good result. He gave a hat trick to Portugal, and Portugal made a massive victory, 6-1. But the analysis of the coach was totally correct. The analysis of the coach was totally correct. Why? Because he had a good understanding that this person, Goncalo Ramos, he will score in the match. He will basically, and when he scores, it will boost the confidence of the players rather than a 37-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo. Of course, Cristiano Ronaldo is a very good player, but he is now 37-year-old and not a 21-year-old person. All right, so this is what it is. He has experience, but this is sports. It requires physical strength. So this is what it is. All right. So that is what data analytics. He created good insight from there. Now data science is what? Data science is you have machine learning. All right, you have machine learning. You have deep learning. That comes under what? You have artificial intelligence. They come under what? If you apply statistics, you apply calculus, and you automate it with what? You automate it with Python programming language. So it becomes what? It becomes a science. You apply calculus, you apply statistics anywhere, it becomes what? It becomes science. It is what? It is data science. All right. Applying statistical techniques, using forecasting methods, using regression analysis, classification analysis, using deep learning techniques to classify images. Now, to analyze images, these are what they all come under data science. All right, so this is what it is. So that is why data science is more prevalent, more heavy when it comes to concept, when it comes to project, as compared to business analytics and data. You can a data scientist can do data analytics also, a data scientist can do business analytics also, a data scientist can create a chatbot also. He can create a what? He can create an computer aided autonomous vehicle also. So this is what the any other question? The session is about to end in 5 minutes. Any other question anyone has? Any other question anyone has? Anyone? Please feel free to ask. Anyone? Raja Singha, Pavan Kalyan, Amrita Singh, Chandrabhushan S. You can see 5 more people. So remember these points. All right. This live video will be uploaded soon. So you can do what you can basically won't be uploaded soon, it will be uploaded instantly. So you can do what you can rewind it and view it. All right, so this is what it is. Don't forget to subscribe us. All right, so don't forget to subscribe us. All right, so this is what it is. Do subscribe us and keep watching our videos, and of course learn and progress. All right, thanks a lot everyone.